Yesterday, I was getting tech support on something that I needed help with, and one thing led to another, and this question got popped up, and I thought, how many other people are thinking this too? So she said, I never thought about exfoliating for her eczema. She thought that it was being so abrasive it would make it worse, which is a legitimate question. You would think that it's going to make it worse. So let's dive into this, and then I'm going to explain to you what to do about if you have eczema and dry skin. And side note, I have dry eczema skin. I have eczema specifically on my hands, dry skin everywhere else. We're going to find out what I went through so that way you can learn from my mistakes and you can do better, so that way you can share this with a friend, yourself, a loved one, so that way they don't have to suffer too. So I started a skincare line because of my hands. In the fall and the winter months, they would get really dry and cracked, and flake and get red and itchy, and it was miserable. And I would put on all kinds of lotions all the time, everything, every lotion you could think of. If it smelled good, I would put it on. So much so I would put lotion on and then wear it to bed, thinking, well, it'll just soak in all night, and then when I wake up in the morning, my hands will feel better. Because not only was it embarrassing about how bad my skin looked on my hands, but lotions would sting, they would burn, and then first thing in the morning, it would just wash off. It was just this vicious cycle of never-ending dry, cracking, bleeding all winter long, and it was miserable. So my desperation led to research. Research led to trial and error, and then that trial and error was on moi. I figured I have nothing to lose, so I'm going to experiment and see what happens with different methods of trying new skincare routines. So my first thought was, at the time when I started making what is my product now, I would use straight coconut oil, but I didn't like the way that felt or looked on my skin. I tried it on my face initially, and it was just greasy, oily. It wasn't soaking in. I was like, there's got to be something better that'll help with my skin. So all that trial, error, and research, I stumbled across exfoliators, never used them before. I started experimenting with different exfoliators. I came up with my own method, and my coworkers at the time noticed that my skin was looking better. So I was like, oh, here, try some of this, see if this will help you too. See if you like it, because a lot of people have dry skin. Like 20 million plus in the US alone have eczema or eczema symptoms. So it is a very common problem. Also to go back to the person's question about they thought using an exfoliator would be abrasive to the eczema. So not all exfoliators are created equal. Some are more abrasive than others, definitely. Salt comes to mind. Salt is sharp. It can cause micro tears. It can be drying to the skin. There's coffee scrubs, apricot scrubs, chemical scrubs, all kinds of different scrubs. So they're not all created equal. What's unique about these moisturizing exfoliators is it's got sugar in it. So sugar is very gentle on the skin, and it actually moisturizes the skin, which is nice. And it also has coconut oil in it. So as it's exfoliating and removing that top layer of dull, dry skin cells, the coconut oil then absorbs into this skin, so that way your skin is left really smooth and moisturized and nourished, because it's a cold pressed coconut oil. It has lots of vitamins and nutrients. It's really good for the skin. So you can use it to help with your eczema and dry skin. Some cool stuff that you can also do with it. And again, this is where the guinea pig came in, as I was like, how can I use this product? I want to use it lots of different ways. I don't want to just use it one different way or one way. So one of the great ways, and a lot of people don't realize this and their jaws drop to the floor when I tell them this, but you can shave with it. Because it's sugar, the sugar melts when you're using it in the shower. It gives you a nice oily surface to shave with, so you get a really smooth, close shave, minus the razor burn afterwards. And you can use it anywhere that you normally shave. It's awesome. You can use it on your face. I've sent it off to multiple dermatologists and worked with them just to kind of get their feedback. I personally use it every single day on my face. I take my makeup off, waterproof mascara off. It is amazing. And it melts really quickly because it's sugar. And yes, you can use it on your eyes. It's fine. Just make sure eyes are closed when you're using it. It takes it right off. It's amazing. Rinse your face with cool water, pat dry, and you're good to go. And then what I always recommend to people is use it every single day or every other day at the most or the least. You don't want to tuck it away somewhere and then forget about it, because that's not going to help your skin either, especially if you have dry eczema skin. That's just from my personal experience. I'm not a doctor, but I have been using it daily for the last little over 9 years. And my skin has been completely transformed because of it. And thousands of customers that I've helped also have given me the same results, that it's helped their skin immensely also. So a little quick side tip also. So if you have really dry skin, especially if you have eczema skin, you want to make sure that you exfoliate your skin first, so that way any other products that you use after is going to absorb into your skin a lot better. I saw this online somewhere. I don't remember which dermatologist said this, but to give you an idea, the skin cells on your skin is like a 50-car pileup. You want to get rid of all of that first, then put on like your toner, your creams, and all that, and then it'll work all the better for your skin, especially for eczema. So exfoliate first with the moisturizing exfoliator, because this one has sugar and coconut oil in it. That'll help remove the dull, dry skin cells and the flakes, and it'll help prevent them from coming back when you use it every single day. You rinse it off, you pat dry it, you put just a dab of the cream on, and you're good to go. Let me know if this helps you in the comments below.